EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jameer Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On play action. Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Laporta in motion. Throwing on second down. Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta, and they give the Lions the first down. A run up the middle is Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Laporta in motion. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A second down throw for Goff. And that ball incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
This one caught by Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Escaping the pressure right. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. The fake to give. Now it's Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Eagles. First down.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. From just across the midfield stripe. Here's second down. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. It's going to be third. They need 1.
A 2-yard pickup. brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
63.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air again. Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Hurts again. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. To the goal line and in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Here's Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
6 yards.
That one's good for 26 yards.
First down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Hurts. Out to his right. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
On play action, here's Hurts. On the move left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Cam Jurgens, guilty there. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Third down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. His throw left side is complete. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now he takes off. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. Here's Williams on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Rolling right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
They'll try the option here. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
The tackle by Madden. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Hold on.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. The tight end Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Now, Goff. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. Fires complete to Harrison Bryant. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant.
I think in this field position, Mike, when fourth and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
On fourth down, the snap comes to Hurts. He gets this complete to Gregson. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
On the stop. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the line.
Fake the give, now it's Hurts. He runs with it. And he's going to be close to the first down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here we go. Third and a yard. We'll try and pick this up by running option to the right. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw across his body is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and inches at the 13-yard line.
On second down, they're going to run the option here to the right. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one caught just past the pylon. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Hurts to throw. And he gets into the end zone. The aggressive call works. They take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Laporta in motion. On play action, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this will be incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
There's not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, that might have just killed any chance of extending this drive. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on. I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Here is Shipley on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a 1st down. Off the play fake. Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will score. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike. And then And a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allows the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. What's up?
Here's Gibbs. Finding room across midfield. And he will jump all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Williams now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. They'll start with an option play to the right. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw is Hurts. As he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Forced out wide. They'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a 1st.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be caught. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions go up by 7, 28-21. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. Ooh. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd and inches. Play action. Here's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To throw is Hurts. This is to Goddard on the screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
And he'll be right down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night.